and welcome everyone. I'm Keila-rae from Sattva Yoga Center in Escondido, California, and this is Yoga with Keila. Today, you're joining me for a 30-minute Hatha sequence that's sure to awaken the entire body. You've been invited to practice on this beautiful private beach in Laguna. It's a lovely summer morning, so let's get ready for some yoga. Let's tune in, turn on, to connect mind, body, and breath. I always like to start and end my practice with a chant to set the vibrations. And you may join me if you like. Asato ma sat gamaya, tamaso ma jyoti gamaya, mrityur ma amritam gamaya. Om Asato ma sat gamaya, tamaso ma jyoti gamaya, mrityur ma amritam gamaya. Om Asato ma sat gamaya, tamaso ma jyoti gamaya, mrityur ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So before we begin, you want to be free of any distractions or entanglements that might get in the way. So maybe pull back your hair away from your face so that you can see clearly and move. Maybe take any jewelry that's loose off and maybe put it to the side so that you can practice free and clear. And we'll begin. We'll stand at the top of the mat, bringing the feet together, toes touching, heels slightly apart. Spreading the toes nice and wide and grounding the four corners of your feet. Elongating the spine, growing nice and tall. Draw the belly in and the shoulders down away from the ears. Palms to the heart center. And breathing through the nose, connecting to your breath. Pranayama, interlacing the fingers and bringing them underneath the chin, elbows to touch. Inhale through the nose, lifting the elbows. And exhale, releasing the neck, elbows come back together. Once again, inhale through the nose, lifting the elbows. Exhale with a ha, elbows together. Inhale through the nose, lifting the elbows. And exhale, releasing the neck, pressing the elbows back together. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, releasing the neck, pressing the elbows back together, coming back to center. Once more, lifting the elbows. Exhale, releasing with ha. And we'll release. Bringing the palms to the heart center for Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reaching forward, up and back. Folding forward, hinging at the hips. Releasing the back here, taking a moment, bending the knees. Shaking out the head, releasing the neck. Letting gravity pull everything down. And halfway lifting. Inhale. Making a table and exhale, folding forward. Palms together, inhale, lifting, looking back, coming back to center. Inhale, reaching forward, up and back, folding forward. Halfway lifting, lengthening the spine. Inhale, and exhale, folding. Palms together, inhale, lifting, looking back, coming back to center. Inhale, reaching forward, up and back, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, bending the knees, bring the right foot back, right knee down for a big lunge. Sending the hips down, lengthening your spine, sending the heart forward. Tucking the right toes under, left foot back to meet the right, down dog. Pressing down into your heels, send the hips back. Draw the belly in, pressing into the palms of your hands, straight arms, coming up onto the toes, knees, bending at the elbows, scooping the chest. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Send the hips back. Stepping forward with the right foot, bringing the left knee down, lengthening the spine, big lunge. And stepping the left foot at the top of the mat to meet the right. Inhale, exhale, folding. Palms together, inhale, coming up. And back to center. Inhale, reaching forward, up and back, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, step the left foot back, left knee down, lunge. Tucking the toes under to down dog, coming up onto the toes, down to the knees, scooping the chest, keep the elbows close to the rib cage, and down dog. Stepping forward with the left foot, right foot to meet the left at the top of the mat, folding forward, palms together. Inhale, come. Surya Namaskar B. Utkatasana, send the hips back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, step or jump back. Vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Plant the left foot at a 45 degrees, stepping the right foot forward. Warrior one. Arms overhead, shoulders away from the ears. Bringing the right foot back. Vinyasa, up dog, and down dog. Plant the right foot at a 45, big step with the left. Warrior one, squaring the hips to the front. And Vinyasa, hugging the elbows close to the rib cage. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Gazing in between the hands. And we'll take a moment here, 5 breaths, pressing the heels down. Get that nice stretch behind the knees. Draw the belly in and up. Gaze in between the hands. Hop or step to the front. Inhale. Exhale, folding. And Utkatasana, hips back, looking up at your thumbs and back to center. Utkatasana, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Halfway lifting, inhale. Exhale, step or jump back. Vinyasa, up dog and down dog. Plant the left foot, big step with the right. Square the hips forward, warrior one. And vinyasa, up dog and down dog. Plant the right foot at a 45, big step with the left, bending into that left knee. Warrior one. And Vinyasa. Up dog, down dog, hips back. 5 big breaths. Pressing the heels down. Keep that space between the shoulders and the ears. Strong arms as we press into the palms of the hands. And hopper step to the front. Inhale. Exhale, folding. Utkatasana, hips back, reaching up. And standing, coming back to center. Release. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, starting with the feet together and bringing the arms overhead, palms, hands into steeple mudra, and giving a little side to side, warming up the spine, breathing through the nose, taking a couple circles in each direction, staying with the breath. And feet together, arms by the ears, inhale, lifting, going to the right, hips go to the left. Imagine yourself pressed up against a wall. And strong glutes and thighs to support the spine. Strong arms by the ears, coming back to center, release. Inhale, lifting. And going to the left, hips go to the right. Draw the belly in, breathing through the nose. Engage the legs, strong legs to support. Strong arms by the ears and coming back to center to release. And keeping the arms above the head. Inhale, reaching back, going back, pressing the hips forward. Strong legs as we look back at the fingers. And release, coming back to center. Folding forward once again, hinging at the hips. Release the back, maybe a little bend to the knees. And we're going to take Padahastasana. So bending the knees, bringing the chest against the thighs, and reaching around behind to either grab a hold of your forearms, holding onto the forearms behind the knees, or cupping the hands under the heels, bringing the pinkies together and the elbows closer together behind the knees. Keeping the elbows behind the knees as you straighten the knees. Draw yourself in. Breathing here, using the breath. Release, bringing the palms together. Inhale, lifting. And bringing the arms by your sides. Utkatasana. Variation part 1. Separating the feet, hips width. And from here, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Opening up the heart, sending the shoulders back, and having a seat, sending the hips back and the heart forward, creating this awkward shape. Most of the weight is in the heels, feeling it in the lower back, in the front of the quads as you draw the arms and the shoulders back, sitting a little further, lifting the heart, and coming back to center to release. And part 2, extend the arms, shoulders height. And we'll lift the heels slightly, bringing our knees together to pinch a coin, that imaginary coin. And bending, coming down. But as we bend, keeping the back straight, the arms extended, and the hips slightly above the knees. Pinching that coin, strong thighs. And then squeezing to come up. To release. Bringing the feet together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, releasing. Dandayamana Janushirshasana. Preparation part 1. Starting with the feet together, interlace the fingers, bringing them in front of that right knee. And Keeping that knee at about belly button's height, draw the shoulders back, sending the heart forward. Lifting up on the spine. And strong left leg. Sending the shoulders back. Release, bringing the feet together. Other side, interlace the fingers in front of the left kneecap. Keeping the knee at about belly button's height. And on the left side of the body, draw the shoulders back, heart forward, bending at the elbows. Keep the elbows close to the rib cage. And release, feet together. Inhale, exhale, folding. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, step or jump back. Vinyasa. Up dog, shoulders back. And down dog, hips back. Upper step to the front. Inhale. Exhale, folding. Inhale, coming up. And release. Dandayamana Dhanurasana. Making the archer's bow. Extend the left arm. Open up the right shoulder. Grabbing the inside of the foot. Bringing the knees together to start and kicking back into that hand, making that bow with the back as you lift. Gazing forward, trying to keep the hips square as you breathe. And release, feet together. Other side, extend the right arm, open up the left shoulder, grabbing the inside of the foot, bring the knees together. Inhale, lifting, kicking back, making the bow with your back. Feeling that space. Gazing forward, keeping the hips square. And release, feet together. Inhale and exhale, release. And Trikonasana, triangle, stepping back with the left foot, turning the left toes towards the back of the mat, scooching the right heel for that heel to arch alignment. Inhale, reaching to the left with the upper body, and tick-tock the arms. Now, shoulders stacked in a line, and gaze is up at the right hand. Drawing that right shoulder back, opening up the heart. Draw the right hip back. And then looking at the left foot, we're going to give a big stretch, bringing that right arm to meet the left, framing the foot. Pick up the back foot, place it at about a 45 degree. Inhale, lifting the heart. And exhale, folding forward, chin to shin for Parshvattanasana. The hips are squared to the back of the mat. The back foot is at that 45 degree. And if you need to separate the feet for stability, bringing the left foot more to the left, right foot more to the right, that's okay. Palms together, inhale, coming up to release. And we'll take the other side. Trikonasana, turning the right toes towards the front of the mat. Inhale, reaching to the right, and tick-tock the arms. Shoulders stacked in a line. And opening up that left shoulder. Draw the left shoulder back. Open up the heart as you reach and extend towards the sky. Breathing. Track the left hand as it comes open over. Framing that right foot. Pick up the back foot, place it for Parshvattanasana. Square the hips, inhale. Chin to shin, lengthening as you come forward. And breathing. If the front leg is bent, that's okay. We're just going to eventually want to straighten the front leg. Palms together, inhale, coming up. Release. Arms out to a T. And then we'll come into Warrior Two. Bending into that left knee, pressing into both feet evenly, spreading that energy between the feet. The belly is in, energy through the fingertips, shoulders away from the ears. And reverse warrior, bringing the right hand to the back of the thigh and extending the left arm overhead, looking up at your palm, up towards the ceiling. Open the heart. Back to center. Warrior 2. Nice and strong, holding. And we'll release. Taking the other side, bending into that right knee. Strong inner thighs. Slightly send the tail under and forward, belly in, energy through the fingertips. And reverse warrior, bringing that left hand to the back of the thigh and reaching up and over with that right arm. Strong feet, pressing into the feet for that stability. Coming back to warrior 2. And stepping together at the top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, looking up at your thumbs. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, step or jump back. Vinyasa, up dog and down dog. And hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, exhale, folding. Inhale, coming up. And release. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Bringing the right foot to either the ankle or the shin or the upper thigh. Or coming all the way into lotus, bringing the palms to the heart center. Extending the arms, finding that place of balance. If you need to keep the toes anchored or use the wall for a bit of support. And then coming back to center and to release. Other side, bringing the left foot to either the ankle or the shin or the upper thigh, finding that place of balance. Every day's a little different. Staying with your breath. Coming back to center to release. Feet together, inhale, looking up at your thumbs. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, step or jump back. Vinyasa, up dog and down dog. And we're going to shift to high plank and come all the way down to the belly, bringing the chin to the mat. And arms by your sides, palms face down. And we'll come into Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Inhale, lifting the chest. No help from the arms or the legs. And breathing, feeling the workings of the back. Shoulders back. Lifting as you breathe. And release, bringing the chin all the way down to the mat. And we'll come into the second part, Sphinx Pose. Bringing the elbows directly under your shoulders, propping yourself up onto the forearms and spreading the fingers nice and wide. And from here, we're going to separate upper body from lower body, lengthening your spine and drawing the shoulders back and the heart forward. Feeling it in your lower back as you breathe. And we'll release, bringing left ear to the mat and arms by your sides. Take a moment here. Breathe. And then coming back to center for Dhanurasana, bow pose. Reaching around behind to grab a hold of your feet, your ankles. And from here, we're going to lift up, holding on. Try to keep the knees together as best as we can. And kicking back as we make that space, lifting as we kick. Making that bow, that archer's bow. Breathing as we lift. And then we'll release. And right here to the mat, arms by your sides. Take a moment here. And from here, bring the palms under the shoulders to press back, send the hips back for Chakravakasana, cat stretch pose. Bringing forehead to the mat, extending the arms and clawing at the mat with the hands to stretch the arms and the shoulders. Hands going in the opposite direction of the hips. Now we'll shift the weight, coming to a tabletop, stacking our shoulders on top of the wrists, hips on top of the knees for cat-cow Majarayasana. And inhale, lifting the heart, and exhale, tucking and rounding. Inhale, dipping the belly, and exhale, tucking the chin. Opening for inhale, tuck and round, exhale. A few more. Conversation with the spine. And we'll stop here in a neutral place and turn around to lie down on the back, coming all the way down. And from here, we'll take our Pavana Muktasana, wind removing pose. We're going to bend the right knee, opening up the hip to the side, nice and open. Interlace the fingers, drawing right knee in towards your right armpit. Keeping the back of the neck down on the mat and flexing the left foot. Now bringing right knee to your center line and coming up to reach nose to knee, using the strength of the abdominals. And while you're reaching, draw the shoulders away from your ears. Breathing as you reach. Don't hold the breath. And then we'll release, extend the right leg and lower. We'll take the other side, bending the left knee and opening up the hip to the side. Interlace the fingers, drawing left knee in towards the left armpit. Keeping the back of the neck down on the mat, flexing your right foot. Now bringing that left knee to center line and coming up to reach nose to knee. And as we're reaching and breathing, draw the shoulders away from your ears. And then extend the leg and release. And we'll take both knees, bending the knees and open up the hips to the side, nice and open. And then we'll reach around, squeezing the knees in towards your chest, keeping the back of the neck down on the mat, shoulders down. And trying to flatten out your back as you squeeze those knees, flatten out the spine. And now coming up, reaching nose to knees. And as we're reaching, draw the shoulders away from your ears, breathing. Place the palms under your bottom, point the toes up, straight legs, slowly lowering the legs, using the strength of the abdominals all the way down. And once the heels hit the mat, release your palms, taking some neck stretches here, bringing the right ear all the way over, and the left ear. Back and forth, breathing. Taking a couple 3-part breaths here, bringing the hands to the belly and having the breath start from the lower belly and letting it grow and fill and expand like a wave as it fills, filling all through your sides and all through your back, expanding the rib cage and expanding the lungs, filling all those spaces that we don't fill all day. And then we'll bring the palms by our sides. And we'll take a simple twist, bending the right knee. And left hand will come to the right knee to bring it across the body. Right arm extends, and we're looking towards the right hand, trying to bring our right shoulder down to the mat and our right ear down as we try and bring the right knee across the body. Left hand helps guide. And then we'll come back to center. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee. And now left knee comes across the body. And right hand helps guide. And we're looking to the left. Try to bring that left shoulder down and the left ear down. Opposite directions. Get that nice stretch as you breathe. Coming back to center and release the leg. Bending the knees one more time. Give yourself a nice little hug, a squeeze. Maybe a little rocking side to side. Feels nice for the lower back. And then we'll come into our final Shavasana. Extend the legs and palms face up, arms by your sides. Closing the eyes down and relaxing all the muscles of the body. Corpse pose. Letting it all go. Slowly coming back, wiggling fingers and toes. Make your way to your right side for a supported fetal position. And then coming to a seat in Sukhasana. And then sitting nice and tall. The palms to your heart center. Thank you very much for practicing yoga with me today, and namaste. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Om Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Om Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.